Right, this episode is called Racist National Front. For all you snowflakes out there, this is a disclaimer just for you guys. Switch off. Right, buckle up. This is going to be a good one. Oh, got my leg caught. Right then. There was me, my brother, and I think it might have been Tyrone. We're all white agents. That's a place an important part. All had short hair, all dressed in black. We was in Heathtown in Birmingham. Pulled up in this big street, houses really high up, either side, and they have 3 floors. Pulled up outside this house, the car's parked outside the house. Result, Asian bloke we was going after, you know, Asian name, didn't think anything of it, knocked the door. This bloke appears out the window. What do you want? He says, here for your car, it's Mr. So-and-so, he doesn't live here. Now, let's just get one thing straight. When we're repoing, every time, 9 times out of 10, when you knocked on an Asian person's door, they always said it wasn't them, it was their brother, it was their cousin. It's a nightmare. Most of them have 2 passports. It is very, very hard. Now, I'm only speaking from my own experience, but it's really, really hard to nail down the actual customer. So this bloke said it wasn't him. We've turned him, where is he? He's not here, doesn't live here. Well, his car's here. No, that's not his car. Well, this is the car that's on the warrant. Then another window opens. Another Asian bloke sticks his head out. Fuck off. Mate, we're here for your car. Do you want to come down and empty it? Fuck you, fuck off. Then another window opens. There's another Asian bloke, all giving us abuse out the window. Now, I will go on about abuse. The most abuse we used to get when we was repoing was from Asians. Now, let's get this right. You had Asians from Pakistan and you had Indians. Indians were mainly Sikh. Now, we used to get really nice customers what were Sikhs. When they were Sikhs, we used to turn up at the house. Sikhs were mainly polite. There was behind on their arrears. They'd normally pay the arrears off because it was an embarrassment to the family. Now, these Asians we was going after was from Pakistan. They were shouting out the window, giving us abuse, saying that we was racist and all this, and all we was doing was trying to take the car. So straight away they played the race card. Straight away, boom. Is it because we're Asian? You're knocking on our door, you're taking a car, we've had no letters. We're like, look, just come down, empty your car. Nothing. Windows shut up. Bang in the door. Another window open. You're going to get your fucking head kicked in. We've got a van load of Asians coming down. We're going to do this. We're going to do... All right. Anyway, so we just sat there. We're like, OK, we're going to have to put the window through. Literally about 5 minutes later, blue lights. Woo, 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 woo. Cop car pulls up. Black bloke gets out. Pepper spray. On the floor, on the floor. Get down on the floor. Get down on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Get down on the floor. He's got his baton out now. He's got his spray. Get down on the floor. I'm like, no, I'm not getting on the fucking floor. Get down on the fucking floor. And I'm refusing. And this copper's nearly hitting me. He's going to go for my legs. I'm going, what the fuck are you doing? We're here to repossess a car. I'm going to cuff you. And then his mates gets out. They're all fucking shouting at us. I'm refusing to get on the floor. But every time he's shouting at us, I'm going, we're repossession agents. Come for the car. After a while, maybe like about 30 seconds, something just clicked in this copper's head. And he just, what do you mean? What are you here for? Well, I'm here for the car, mate. Here's the paperwork. I'm not getting on the fucking floor. It's filthy. This black bloke, he was very, very wound up. He was pumped, this copper. So he looks at the paperwork, and you can see the adrenaline still going. He really hates us. He hates us. He shows it to his colleague, and his colleague looks at it, and they're chatting. And they come back and went, so you are here for the car. Have you got any ID? And we don't carry ID. We never did. But we had bank cards, so I showed him a bank card, give him my address. And he probably checked out with the registration number of our van. And he was like, And he turned around to the other cop and goes, we've been played. I goes, what are you talking about? And he says, well, we've had an incident, we've had a phone call. from an Asian bloke from this address saying that there's 3 National Front turned up at his doorstep with skinheads, ready to kick his fucking head in, saying he was going to burn the house down. And he goes, and that's why I've jumped out the car, I was going to pepper spray you. And I went, well, we're not, this is a repossession warrant. Then the window opened. That's the guy's there, officer. That's the guy's there. This copper went ballistic, shouting at him, which one of you called us? And he's like, oh, it was me. And then he goes, open the door now. Copper went up to the door. Boo, 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 boo. And the copper goes, what do you need? He says, well, we need the keys for the car. Door opened, this copper went running in with the other, and all you could hear was just shouting in the house. Don't know what's gone on. Oh, this copper, you can just hear him screaming. Literally, 5 minutes later, this copper comes out with the keys. And he says, here you go, here's the keys. He says, what do you guys need to do now? I says, well, he needs to empty his stuff out. And this copper goes, he ain't going anywhere near the car. If he needs his stuff, he can go to your fucking compound. And he says, is that it, gentlemen? I said, well, we've got to give him his paperwork. Yeah, I'll go and give it to him. The copper took the paperwork off us, went and gave him the paperwork. And then the copper come out and he went, well, sorry about earlier. He says, but they said it was a racist attack from the National Front. He says, but don't worry. He says, you carry on your way. He says, they're not going to fucking get away with this. That was one incident. I'm going to talk about another Asian incident, what happened. Now, this racism thing, they always turn around and say, you know, we're racist and all that. To be quite honest, if you're black, fucking Asian, Chinese, if you're a cunt, you're a cunt, all right? And you are a cunt. Doesn't matter what colour you are. It's only people what label you, black, white, Asian. We're all fucking human, all right? Now, we used to get a lot of abuse, like I said, from the Asian community. This one time, we had 2 addresses for this bloke. Just walked down the street, parked up, no car outside the house, just knocked the door. This little girl come to the door, little Asian girl, lovely little girl. He goes, Mr. So-and-so, no, that's my uncle. Is he in? No, he's not in. She's a lovely little girl. And goes, oh, is anyone in? Yeah, my mum's in. And you heard her mum in the background, Asian as well. Hi, who is it? Oh, it's some men for Uncle so-and-so. So this woman comes to the door. Hi, how can I help you? I goes, yeah, we've got this address down. This bloke lives here, and we're repossessing his car. She just looks at us like this and went, me speak no English. Huh? Me speak no English. We speak no English. I'm like, fuck are you talking about? You speak better English than me. Me speak no English. Me speak no English. Pulled her daughter out, shut the door. Went up the road. We had another address, which was literally up the road. And this woman's obviously rung this other house. And it was just 3 women answered the door. And they started giving us abuse. What are you knocking this door for? You can't come around this area. You get fucking stabbed. Blah, 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 blah. Now, this is no word of a fucking lie. This really happened. This is Confessions of a Repo Man. I'm not fucking lying. There was this little kid at the door, stepped through the women, and he looked at us. White man, I'm going to blow you up with a bomb. Boom! How fucked up is that?